Hello, my name is Omar Rampersad. It is Friday, March 23rd, 2018 at 1:49 p.m. in Toronto. So I just came home and I had found a job 8 days ago, 9 days ago. And I started 8 days ago, the Wednesday last week. And I'm home because I was dismissed yet again. So here is the letter. For the reasons discussed, dear Oma, for the reasons discussed with you today, and this was basically what was said was I'm not a fit for the job after 8 days. And the bookkeeper, who was in twice a week for a total of 8 hours, sat with me for 1 hour. And in that hour, she was in tears. She was crying. She was complaining about things that she was not happy about in the job. And I gathered that she wanted my job, that she was unhappy about getting the job that I actually got. So this was after I sat with her. So this came this morning, this letter. So for reasons discussed with you, this letter shall confirm our discussion to terminate your employment with the company effective immediately. As we expressed during our meeting, we regret having to take the step, but after evaluating the employment relationship early on in the probationary period, we concluded we were not the right, that you were not the right fit for the role. It goes on to talk about the pay. So, 8 days evaluation. And as I said, this is after I talked to the bookkeeper who was unhappy with the fact that she did not get the job because she wanted it. And she was in tears. She was crying for the 2 hours that, actually, not 2 hours, it was less than 2 hours. It was an hour, maybe a little bit more. An hour total if you give allowances for the times that she was crying in between and complaining about what she was unhappy about. So it wasn't really training. And if she was evaluating me while she was doing this, then she was in no position to evaluate me because I didn't do anything on the system. So there was no opportunity for her to evaluate me. Mind you, I went in as a bookkeeper, so I'm assuming that she would be the one who would have evaluated me. But as I said, there was no training, and I didn't do anything. I didn't do any bookkeeping in the 8 days that I was there. So definitely not my accounting skills was being evaluated. So personal relationships, as I said before, I went in and I was completely professional, and I got along well with the woman there. She, as I mentioned before in one of my other videos, she even offered me a ride to the station, the TDC station. And I got along well. The only interaction I had with the bookkeeper was yesterday, in which she was in tears. So, um, personal relationships. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is a commentary on my ability, excuse me, to maintain good professional relationships with the staff in the office. I think I demonstrated I could. Anyways, so whatever reason, I mean, this is an employer's prerogative to decide that you're not a fit. Maybe something that wasn't discussed. So, and that's fine. But there is another side to this that I need to talk about, and this is the community surveillance program under which I'm under. I heard whisperings in the office, not from the people that I directly interacted with in the office, but there were others in the environment, and there were comments about prostitution, whores, sex slaves, and so on and so on and so on. So there is also comments about reports being made to the cops and calls being made to the cops. I heard comments that I solicited, stalked, stole, I was slow. Now, I heard this before in other companies. These are exact comments, and none of them were true in all the other instances, as it is not true in this instance. So, any report that was made to me by anybody, including the police, about stealing, soliciting, stalking, um, being slow, um, it took me 3 hours to get there, so I asked for a bit of leniency in the time coming in, which I was given. So I wasn't late. I was always coming in the window of time that I was given. So, coming in late was not an issue. Um, so whatever report that was made about me are lies, complete and utter lies. And another aspect to this whole thing is, why are there reports to start with? Well, there are reports because I'm flagged. Who flagged me? Am I going to be flagged as a result of any reports that's being submitted from this environment? What are the repercussions of these reports if the report is saying I used to be a prostitute or I am a prostitute who is soliciting people in the office? Would I get another job? Well, of course not. So if this report is being made and it's being made public, then the people who are making it from this environment that I just left is targeting me. So obviously they're going to lie because I am a target. I heard that too. I'm a target. You're a target. I will be targeted, and this is one way that I am being targeted. I'm being defamed. Reports are being submitted about me that is painting me as a criminal rather than a professional that I am, and is locking me out of the workplace. I will not get another job because I'm being targeted this way, community targeted in the workplace. So again, I did not steal anything because I'm aware that these reports are being made. So I am very, very careful about getting into situations where it looks like I'm doing whatever it is they're reporting me doing. So, I stand away from people. I keep my distance. I'm professional. I will make the odd jokes to keep the wheels turning. But other than that, I may, exchange stories. Like with the receptionist who was there. She was an older woman, so you'd have a different relationship with people like this. And she was a talkative person, so and I didn't want to be rude, so I'd have the conversation. So any report, first of all, it should not be a report. If there is a report that is saying negative things about me, then this is just part of targeting. None of it is true. Absolutely none of it is true. As I said before, I do have a court case going on based on community targeting. So if people in the environment is community targeting me, then they will continue to do so to protect the person that I have in court because they're all working together. This is a collusion of the monitors to get me mentally committed as part of conspiracy or to have me criminalized. So any employers out there who are willing to offer me a job as an accountant, accounts payable, accounts receivable, financial analysis, which I'm really good at, analysis, um, and is willing to provide a little bit of support and a little bit of training if the program is new, but no reporting, no flagging, no reporting. Don't take part in the community targeting program. It will go famously well, and you're going to get one heck of a worker, very hardworking, dedicated, loyal, to the point where there is no illegal activity. I will not be loyal to anybody who's conducting illegal activity activities in their work in their environment. Um, if you want a really really good worker that will put in a good day's work and provide a harassment-free zone, you will get one heck of a worker. Anyway, talk to you another time.